Hey you guys, what's up? I know you guys have been asking about this recipe, so I'm finally here to post it. Do not forget to like and subscribe before we get into it, and let's go. So now I start off with one pound pack of chicken thighs. You guys can use chicken breast if you would prefer that, but I prefer dark meat. So I just clean off most of the fat that's on those thighs, and then I take one half of a lemon actually, and I just squeeze it over the chicken once I'm finished cleaning it up and I rinsed off all of that water. Next up, I'm going to add in my seasoning blend here, which I'm going to add in the description box below. It was mostly made up of like turmeric and like cumin, coriander, those type of stuff. This was my dough here. I didn't get that much footage of the beginning process of this when I was putting the recipes together because my phone had died. I know it's at the beginning of it, but I'm gonna put it down in the description. So now I'm just taking one half of a cucumber here, and I just took out the seeds and I'm just gonna grate that up. This in my bowl is 2 cups of Greek yogurt. I use that one half of that cucumber. I put in about, I want to say 1 tablespoon of dill, and then I put in 1 tablespoon of minced garlic in there, and I squeeze one half of a lemon into that as well. Now I'm just gonna take my little spatula. I'm just gonna mix that up, make sure that everything is nicely incorporated, and I also added in some salt and some pepper, and then I mixed it up some more, and then I drizzled some olive oil over it and added a little extra dill, and that was the finished product. And I just put that inside of the refrigerator until it was ready. Now with those seasoned chicken breasts right there, I just add them to, I made like a little tower. I have some potatoes, and then I put those skewers inside of the potatoes just so that it would stand up like that. Now I'm taking those chicken breasts and I'm just alternating like how I'm putting them, honestly. And once I was done with that part, I took a half of a red onion and then 2 tomatoes, and I just put that to the top to let the juice from those just drip onto the chicken to give it some extra nice flavor. I'm just taking some foil. I'm just gonna wrap it around. Now I dropped my shelf in my oven to about the 3rd rack or so, and I just put that in there. I had the oven on about 375 degrees, and I just let it cook until I pricked it with a thermometer and I got the right temp that I needed, which was, it took like I want to say about an hour and a half, honestly. Now I'm just chopping up 1/2 onion here, and after my dough sat and rised for about 1 hour, I was just punching it down just to get out the extra air. I needed it a little bit more, and I just left it on top of the counter. And what I'm doing here is just trying to cut it in half, and then I'm gonna cut it into like multiple sections here, about the size of what I think would be, you know, like a regular size of pita bread. This is actually a naan recipe, but I really like to make naan style bread basically for my gyros. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And now I'm just gonna take those little sections and I'm just gonna roll them up into little balls like so. Just basically just punching inside, and this is how it's supposed to look. And I put those on a counter, and now I'm gonna let them rest a little bit more. I wanted to stay for about 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes, I'm just taking my hand, I press it out a little bit, and now I'm gonna go in with my rolling pin and I just roll it out. You don't want it to be too thick. Like, I can't really explain it. You want to be able to pick it up without it tearing, basically. You guys, I'm sorry, by the way, if I sound terrible. Like I said, I'm just recovering from a cold, and I just decided to do, I don't know, some voiceovers for a bunch of recipes. So I am sorry if I sound horrible. So I heated up my cast iron skillets. It was getting a little bit smoky like that. And I also added in, I want to say about a couple teaspoons full of some olive oil. And I'm just going to throw that dough inside of there. Let each side brown up really, really nice like this. And I just put it onto a plate. And now this was the finished product of my chicken right here. I let that cool for a little bit, and I was also frying up some fries. So now it's time to assemble. Now I'm going to take that pita bread, and I take my tzatziki sauce. This is optional how I did it here. I just like to spread it out because I feel like it's a lot easier this way. And now I chopped up some more of that chicken really nicely, and now I'm just going to add that on. You can top your gyro with whatever you want it to be. Like, I like to put tomatoes and onions on top of mine. I like to use red onions preferably. And I'm just making sure that everything just looks nice and pretty. And now I also like to add some feta cheese on top of mine as well. I know some people don't usually do this step right here. And I also sprinkled a little bit of dill on there. I know I didn't catch it with the camera. And I also put my fries inside as well. Now I just took it here and I just basically folded it in half. And I wrapped the ends of it with some wax. And there you have it, you guys. This was super fun and super easy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you guys have any questions. And thank you guys for being here. Bye.